Rated G. What's up, guys? It's the Middle-Aged Gamer, and we're playing Train Sim World 2020. Once again, we're going to go ahead and do the last scenario on the East Coastway route that I have yet to do or upload on YouTube. And it's called the Eastbourne End, or Eastbourne End, however you want to pronounce it. Whether you're English or American, slightly different. Anyways, it's from, I guess, Lewes to Eastbourne, which is the last leg of the journey. Brighton's over in this area, if you could. Oh, there you go. Brighton's right here. And this is absolutely the fastest portion of the track right here. I think it goes down to like 35 miles per hour in this little bend right here, and this is like 10 miles per hour depending on the track you take right there. But other than that, I think it gets up to about 90 miles per hour. We are using the class 377-4 SN, and the description says complete the final portion service to Eastbourne and then take the train out of service for the night. I feel like I could have read that a lot better. Let's try that one more time. Complete the final portion service to Eastbourne and then take the train out of service for the night. I guess that was a little better. I don't know. Anyways, we're going for the gold medal. About 30 minutes long is what it's saying. I don't see this taking 30 minutes long, depending on how long it takes to start and depending on what it wants us to do after the fact once we get down here. So maybe the train wash would add an extra 5-10 minutes to this journey. Anyways, let's go ahead and get it started up. Kind of sad this is the last scenario. Hopefully Dovetail Games will release some more scenarios. Please, please, please. Anyways, I'm drinking coffee. I'm halfway through, so I'm definitely wide awake. Alright. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Looks like we're at the top of the terminal right here. Please stop with the driver on train on platform 3 and complete its run to Eastbourne. Okay. Can I go this way? I'm assuming yes. Again, I haven't done this yet, so okay, yeah, we can get over there. We're good. We're good, guys. Hopefully the back end is set up. Usually the tail lights are off. Well, there's a guy sitting there. Okay. I was like, there's a guy sitting there. I'm not going to sit in his lap. That's kind of weird. Or should I sit in his lap? That's the real question, right? I need the master key first. Put this forward. And night running. I don't think we're night. I think it should be day running. Let's put it in day. Still loading passengers. I think we're set up. Our tail lights are not on. But, you know, it's not my fault. I'm going to blame the AI for that. Let's go ahead and lock the left-hand doors and we'll be headed out here in just a second. Again, this is the slowest portion of the track. And we got clearance to go ahead and move forward, so let's get going. Oh, we're actually making multiple stops along the way, too. Alright. It's fine. So, yeah, this section of the track is 10 miles per hour, which you go from basically doing 60, 70 miles per hour down to 10, and then all the way back up to 90. Although we're making stops, so I don't know how fast it's going to allow us to go on this particular journey. So this might take all of 30 minutes, depending on how many stops there are. We'll see. Anyways, we'll be fine. Trying to see how long the train is. I think it's 8 units long from the look of it. Again, I know they make it where you can have 12 units long, but I have yet to see that. And we should get clearance up to 20 here in just a few seconds. There we go. And we do have clearance. I don't know, the sun is going down. Ooh. Get that glare out of the way. And we should get clearance. There we go. To 60 and then 70 from the looks of it. Is that sun still up there? Okay. That thing is really squeaky, isn't it? So clearance up to 70 miles per hour, but again we're stopping in about 2 miles. So really can't take full advantage. There we go, clearance up to 70. See, that glare from the sun is crazy. Looks like we'll actually get clearance up to 80 miles per hour here in just a second as well, but we'll be stopping shortly after, so can't make full use of the speed limit. I think it'd be really easy just to fly by this stop without even realizing how fast you're going, unless you're paying attention. Could have braked a little bit later right there, but fine. Make it nice and relaxing for the passengers that are aboard. There we go. Let's go ahead and unlock the doors. See if I can get a decent view. And I'll do a train by on the way out in good T-Mag fashion. Look at that guy. No, there he goes. I was like, is he going to keep walking into the side of the train or what? We're about 7 minutes into this journey, 7-8 minutes. We'll go ahead and lock the doors here in just a second. And we'll be on the move out as soon as the doors close. There we go. Let's go and get moved out. Next stop is Berwick, about 4.3 miles ahead. Hopefully we can make use of this 90 mile per hour speed here in just a second. Alright, full power. And that was a nice, beautiful train by, if I do say so myself. And we're going to work our way up to 80 miles per hour. Hopefully 90. You can see notch 4 at the bottom is the fastest we can go as far as power wise. don't see a timetable. It usually says in the top left if we have to be there at a certain time. So we could technically take our time. I'm not going to, but clearance to 90 right about now. There we go. Again, this is the fastest portion of this entire route, and I do like it. You definitely feel the speed, especially sitting in the cab. You definitely feel that you're doing the 80-90 miles per hour. Actually gonna hit 90 and then I'll reduce the there we go. Going slightly uphill at the moment, 0.5% incline. And there won't be a reduction in speed until after we get outside the platform, so just got to keep an eye on when we need to brake. I guess I'll probably start braking about a mile out. Be on the safe side. Hopefully that's plenty of time. We are going uphill, so it's going to help with the braking as well. We do have a whistle board coming up. So I gotta blow the horn for this right here, and then we'll be headed into the platform. I think much better on the braking on this one right here. If you can hit the edge of this platform doing about 30-35, you're coming in at about the right speed. Stay on the outside for this section, at least for a little bit. Anyways, you guys watching the video, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, and comment below if you want me to do a different route, different scenario, or any type of journey. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I don't mind doing some viewer requests moving forward. And make sure to hit the thumbs up button for me if you could as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get moving out. Next stop is Polegate. Just looks like under 4 miles to go. Let's look at the map. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to the end. Alright, max power as we get up to 80 miles per hour, or hopefully 80 miles per hour. Getting on our way to Polegate. This may be the last stop before Eastbourne. I don't remember offhand, but we'll find out here in a second. Got blinds on that side, it's kind of cool. Actually have to get down to 80 miles per hour coming up. Make sure I won't exceed that for any reason. Looks like it actually goes back to 90. Let's see if it goes back up. Yeah, went right back up, which is nice. Do an out view, or outside view for a little bit. Definitely not a whole lot of scenery. I mean, I'm assuming it's kind of coastal land slash farmland, very rural in real life. So I'm assuming this is real to the actual route itself. And we do have to get down to 35 miles per hour, but that's after our stop, so I'm not too concerned with that. That's one of two slow sections on this track, just so you guys know. The first being at, was it Lewes, wherever we were when we started. Goes down to 10 miles per hour, and there's a little bend up here that goes down to 35 miles per hour. Again, we'll start braking roughly a mile out. Let's go ahead and start braking. Go ahead and get back in the cab for this, just so I can judge it a little bit better. We're going downhill, so it's going to affect the braking slightly. Coming a little bit hot, but I think we're good. Definitely a little hot. That's fine. We're still good. That's how you'd probably want to brake if you're on a set timetable, just to keep up. There we go. Gonna unlock the doors, and let's take a look at the map real quick. Yep, so we're almost to the end here. Last little slow section is that tight bend, as you can see on the map right here. First one's right there, as I mentioned previously, where we started off. Go ahead and lock the doors. And it actually lights up the next stop, which is really nice. Very cool. Just gotta remember to stay under the 35 mile per hour mark coming up. So we actually have one more stop before the final stop, which is Hampton Park, or Hamden Park, however you want to pronounce it. And the speed limit raises basically around this bend. That's why we have to slow down so much. we go. Got clearance back up to 70 miles per hour, which should hopefully take us into the next stop. Mile to go. Start braking here in just a minute. And I don't think there's any timetable to go off of, so no rush necessarily getting into the platform itself, but trying to play as realistic as possible, just so when I start doing timetables, I'm not running behind. It's a nice, easy stop on this one. Almost could have left it in one the entire time. Probably would have got right close to the end of the platform here. There we go. Unlocking the doors. Take a quick look at the map. Yep, next stop should be the last one. Get me started right here. So it's basically half the route from Brighton to Eastbourne. Let me go down here just a bit. We'll stay on this side this time. I'm gonna go ahead and stay inside the cab for this last bit of section. Less than 2 miles to go. And there is a reduction to 55 miles per hour coming up. Might just stay under it. We're pretty close to it instead of going up to 70. Let's go ahead and stay at the 55 mile per hour mark. There's no sense in going higher than that and then braking. Still curious to see what it's going to actually have us do once we stop here. Looks like we're going through a train wash in the little thumbnail of the scenario, so I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but we'll find out. Scenario said it was about 30 minutes long. We're about 23, 24 minutes into the scenario, so it might be right. Got a few minutes coming in, maybe a minute or two through the car wash. And double yellow as we come into the final station. We gotta get down to 25 miles per hour. get down to 25 here in just a second. There we go. Already over 5,000 points, which is good. We'll go towards our leveling up. Go ahead and slow down, that way we're not hitting the wall down here. Pretty sure we unlocked the doors. So once set us to break 3, turn this off, master key out, I'm assuming. And then what we're gonna do to make sure this is proper is we're gonna go ahead and put the tail lights to on, since we're heading to the other end of the train. Probably should have raised the window, but it's fine. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and to the other end of the train. Looks like we are in fact going to the train wash, which is going to make this scenario roughly 30 minutes long at least. Maybe slightly longer. It's a weird place to put the marker. Okay. I was like, what? I was like in a weird location. Let's get that door closed. And I'm stuck. That was a bad idea. Don't open the door on yourself. Never a good thing. Let's go ahead and sit down. We'll do the master key. And before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and turn night running lights on since it is getting dark outside. Forward. Let's go ahead and lock the doors. So we're going to lock the right. And we'll head off to the train wash here in a second. Okay, so it looks like we can go ahead and pass the signal. Curious to see where it actually takes us. I've never been to the train wash at all, so. Assuming it's going to go left up here on that next bit of track. I don't know what's beeping. Okay, here's the train wash coming up. I guess we can go 15 miles per hour. That seems like really fast to go through a train wash, doesn't it? Maybe it's just me. You think you'd do like 5 miles per hour through that, but let's go ahead and watch this go through. Alright, I guess it just flies through the train wash at 13 miles per hour. Whatever. Whatever works. It's fine with me. Quickest train wash ever. There's another train wash up there. Huh. Okay, so looks like we do have to go through the second train wash at 3 miles per hour. Oh, I go backwards. Set the junction to access. What? Okay, let me look. Can we do it from here is the question. Set the junction to access. What did it say? Set the junction to access the correct carriage siding. I'm gonna go down there and look if I can. So I'm a bit confused. Set the junction to access the correct carriage siding. So I gotta hit that junction. Alright, let's try that. Train wash head shunt. Ooh. Now I'm utterly confused. Let me look at the map. Alright, let's just go through this train wash and then stop. I don't know why we set the junction. That seems really strange, but let's go ahead and get moving forward. No more than 3 miles per hour, right? Oh. I don't know why that was off. And we got no power. Master key's on. Switch is forward. Night running lights is on. There we go. I don't know why it didn't give me power to begin with. So we gotta go super slow through the train wash, no more than 3 miles per hour. So let me slow down. Already speeding. So yeah, I was like, there's no way we're going through a train wash at almost 15 miles per hour. That really doesn't make any sense. This makes more sense right here. I still don't know why we set the track back there to a different section unless we have to drive back through the train wash again, which would be really strange. So it looks relatively dirty on top. I don't think anything is going to change. It'd be cool if it did, but there's no scrubbers on the top. Maybe those are washboards on the top. Let's see. You can see the top right now looks relatively dirty, right? We will find out if that comes out clean. It'd be really cool if it does. I don't think it will. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go with it looks exactly the same. Yeah, nothing changed. Okay, well. Here's to hoping it would change, but it didn't. Oh well, no problem. Got a stopping point coming up here. That may be the end of the scenario as well. Interesting. Very interesting. Enjoy my Starbucks. As we drive 3 miles per hour through the train wash here. Wonder what would happen if I actually just did like 20 miles per hour right now. Would it deduct points, you think? I'm not gonna do it. Okay, police sirens. We're gonna be on cops? We're gonna be on cops or what? That's crazy. think the last time I went through a train wash, from what I remember, was on Train Simulator, like, I don't know, 2017. It was the Ruhr-Zier-Line or Ruhr-Zier-Line, whatever you call it, the German line. Like one of the Ice Express scenarios. That's the last train wash I can remember going through. Anyways, we're almost there, guys. Hopefully it doesn't make us turn the train around and go back into the station. But it very well could. I need to pull up one more yard, it looks like. Nope. Did I pull up more? There we go. So I do have to actually take it back from the looks of it. Okay, shunt the train in the carriage sidings where it will then receive. Okay, so I'm guessing I have to move. Yeah. Alright. We'll be walking to the other side of the train, it looks like. Let's go ahead and turn these off. And let's put our tail lights on. Alright. So we are taking the train back. This is going to definitely take... I'm assuming we're 35 minutes already. This is more of a 40-minute scenario. Which is really strange because the last scenario I did said it would take about 40 minutes long. And it took about 30 minutes long. So maybe they switched the two around and didn't realize it. I don't know, just saying. Who's the guy that figures out how long the scenario takes? And how did he do this in 30 minutes? I'm just going to hop up on this side so I don't have to keep opening a bunch of different doors. Alright, master key. Let's do the running. There we go. And forward on the direction switch. Now, the question is, can I go faster than 3 miles per hour through here? I'm really afraid to do it. I know I shouldn't be. Let's just look at the map real quick and make sure. Okay. Yeah, we're headed to the right. Oh. And that one, yeah. So we're good. We're headed the right way. All right. It looks like we don't have to follow the 3 mile per hour rule going back. Which is nice. That would take forever if we did. Almost 8,000 points though. That'll definitely help me rank back up on my profile that I lost, unfortunately. I'm restarting from scratch. Super sad to lose everything I did on the CSX heavy haul route. So many hours poured into that. Stopping up here, roughly 150 somewhat yards out. And we're terminating service on the siding right here. 3. Turn this off. Master key out. And let's go ahead and turn these off. Off. Let's head over here. Go talk to the boss. How many points was that? 87.58. I'll take that. Leveling up on the East Coastway, leveling up on my profile. Almost level 7 overall. Anyways, guys, I got the gold medal. That was actually the last scenario for East Coastway. So the next thing I think is going to be like live streaming, doing the full line a few times before heading on to the next route and doing some more scenarios for YouTube. I do have some Transport Fever 2 videos coming out very soon on how-tos or quick how-to videos. How to beat the missions with all the medals possible as quickly as possible. Anyways, those will be out in the future. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below. Just say what's up, worst case scenario if you don't have anything to say. And I always try to comment back and say hi back if I can. Anyways, guys, MiddleAgedGamer. Definitely appreciate you guys for watching. See you on the next one. Cheers. Don't you know?